I'm Eric Allen. I'm here with
And
Joe Drilling.
I'm Joe Drilling, that's
He's
right.
trying to introduce himself.
That's
He's
me.
stepping all over me.
Yeah,
Eric Allen.
trying.
What a dick.
And I'm
Oh
Joe
no!
Drilling, that's
He's
right.
trying to introduce
Uh-oh,
himself.
that's
Shut up!
me.
Shut up! Stream. Ugh, I hate autoplay on Twitch because it gives me
Oh, no.
awesome echo. We're off to a real good start here. Tonight, it's Friday the 13th in October, so we're going to play some fucking Friday the 13th for the NES.
Yes, we are.
Which, up until recently, was probably the best Friday the 13th video game available.
Yeah, I would say it is decidedly not at this point. Yeah, the new one is a lot more playable than this one, but this one is a lot more playable than the microcomputer version, so there you go. So I watched a speedrun of this from Awesome Games Done Quick
Uh-huh.
a few years ago, right before we did this, and the dude beat it in 8 minutes.
Okay. That sounds like
Because-
just about the right amount of time to play Friday the 13th for the NES.
Yeah, this is a game where once you know what you're supposed to do, it gets a little bit easier. You still have to practice on fighting Jason, but really, this game is pretty easily exploitable. So, hot tip: Chrissy is the best counselor. Chrissy and Paul are the two best counselors.
They have to do
So-
like different things and have like different health bars and stuff.
They have different stats, yeah. Do you want to like fail once on your own, or do you want me to feed you hints right away? Okay. Alright, so this is part of the Power Play series from LJN Interactive Video Games.
You can see it on the box art. That's what it says. Destroy Jason if you can.
Yeah, and Jason is coming out of a closet that looks like Jackson Pollock took a shit inside that closet. Or whatever, I don't know. But that's a really shitty artifacted image of Part 7 Jason on the cover's so bad.
I don't know. It was good enough that I rented it when I was a kid.
But did you rent it because of the cover or just because it was Friday the 13th?
Probably just because it was Friday the 13th.
Yeah, see. The cover art for Nightmare on Elm Street is much better and in fact looks,
Nightmare on Elm Street is also a better video game.
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street is actually not that bad of a video game and
Yeah,
has the...
it's like a totally average platformer that is actually kind of fun if you have like more than two people to play it with, or more than one person to play with simultaneously.
Yeah, it has the bizarre distinction of being the only 4-player, action platformer on the NES. So there's a fair number of 4-player games. Most of them are sports games.
Super Spike V-Ball.
Super Spike V-Ball and
fucking good.
Ivan Iron Man Stewart's
Yeah.
Super Off-Road. So there's a lot of things in this game, and anybody who's watching this who hasn't watched an episode of Same Name Different Game, you should do that because I talk about it.
I haven't watched that, so I don't want to taint myself on this.
You don't want to spoil yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I don't go deep into like strategies or anything. I just sort of, but there's like there's more stuff that references the movies in this game than I think people give it credit for. Basically, from near as I can tell, like nobody ever really liked this game, but after the Angry Video Game Nerd made his video about it, everybody decided that they hated it a lot, and it's like it's not that bad. It's not good. It's not that bad.
What the hell is up with my capture here? Anyway, yeah, it's not. It's not a good game.
No, it is. It's an early Atlas developed effort, though. Somewhat interestingly, I think. Especially since people, really love Atlas now.
Yeah.
It's interesting to be like, hey, by the way, this game that a bunch of people hate was developed by Atlas, who everybody loves now. And actually, everybody loves in large part because of a series of horror games that they've done.
Series of horror games?
I mean, Shin Megami Tensei is a horror series, isn't it? Kind of, more or less. It's about like summoning demons.
I mean, it's
and
about
shit.
demons and
Like,
stuff, but I think horror is a bit of a stretch.
well, horror themed is that? It's like Castlevania. Or, yeah.
I mean, it's just like a random assortment of gods from random mythologies. So
I guess
when I'm lost in this cave, so
you are lost in this cave. There's some hidden rooms in this cave. I can tell you how to find them. Again, I don't know if you want to totally like bottom out on the first playthrough, and then I can help
most
you
of
a
the
bit
kids
on
are
the
dead
second one.
already. So
Uh,
a couple of
no,
them.
you haven't lost any kids yet. You've lost a counselor. You lost a counselor, but you haven't lost any kids.
Oh,
Those
okay,
red.
yeah,
You
yeah.
want to pick up those red jars? I will tell you that.
Okay,
Those are health pickups. You want those.
great.
Because if you make it past Jason the first time, the easiest way to kill him the second time is to trade hits with him, basically.
I made it out.
So there is a way to get a flashlight, which will show you some of the hidden paths in the cave, but it's such a pain in the ass to do. And that's the other weird thing about this game for an NES game is there's a lot of optional shit that you can do that is absolutely not necessary to beat the game, but like if you want to do it, if you want to do like a complete playthrough, there's like a bunch of stuff you can. If you light all the fires, you can get a flashlight. If you defeat Pamela's severed floating head on day 2, you can get her sweater, which halves the damage from anything that you come across. And if you kill Pamela on day 3, you get a pitchfork, which is the best weapon in the game. And it actually does the same amount of damage to Jason as a different weapon, but if you're outside and you see zombies or any other kind of monster,
How do I
the
pick up that
pitchfork
note?
will trump. Use the note. You go. You step forward and hit take.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Go into
And
the
so
cave.
this is one of the elements. Yeah, this is one of the elements of the game that is really weird because some things appear only after those notes appear, and it all seems sort of random, but it's actually not. Like you did some stuff that made that note appear there.
Right, like going
But
into the cave.
that stuff is all masked in such a way that it's hard to know what systems are driving like when those notes appear.
One of the hardest things in this game is keeping track of where the fuck you are inside the cabins.
Yeah, fortunately the only thing that can hurt you inside the cabin is Jason, and he's not in that cabin, so
Yeah.
but going in and out of cabins makes it later in the day, and at dusk and then at night the monsters are all more powerful, and that includes Jason. You're gonna want that key,
Get
probably.
the
Well,
key. I'm not going to live long enough to use the key.
I would say you may not live long enough to use the key, but you want to have it.
Yeah, I mean, so the biggest problem, I actually thought this game was really scary when I was a kid.
Well, I think
Part
the
of
song
it
that's
is,
playing...
the music that plays when you're in the cabins is kind of creepy for, I mean, about as creepy as the NES music can get.
Yeah, I actually like it a lot. The music that plays when you're walking around is terrible, and it's only 4 measures or whatever. Or it's like, I'm sorry, it's only 4 beats. It's like 1 measure.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's 2 measures because there's a slight variation, I guess. Because it goes doo 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 doo. So it's
Yeah, it's like 2 bars.
It's like 2 measures of music, and it's terrible. But the music in the cabin is really great, and even the music when you fight Jason isn't bad.
Creepy. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why the game was creepy to me when I was a kid. It was because Jason seemed invincible for one thing, and he would just kind of pop up out of nowhere. And this game is inscrutable in ways that is usually reserved for for old NES and Atari games and adventure games, basically.
Yeah. So there's a way. So everybody's familiar with the
Hey, it's
you and your
George.
friends are dead. Game over screen, but you also can lose if all of the children die. So be aware of that.
Oh, all the children are gonna die.
Well, he kills 5 at a time and then he leaves, and then he'll come back and kill 5 more. But if you get to that cabin on the lake where the kids are, before the timer runs out, you can save them. But you know,
Which one are they in?
They're in the one on the lake. So you have to go to you have to find a dock and go to the lake and use the fucking rowboat. And the rowboat is some bullshit.
Right.
The rowboat is some serious bullshit because you can attack from it, but a lot of shit that attacks you, including Jason, who will charge through the water, can't be hit from where you like, unless it's an arcing weapon like the rock or the torch. Any other weapon can't hit Jason, and you can't jump out of the rowboat, so you just have to take the hit. There you go. That'll go to the lake, but he's not in the cabin anymore. So I mean, you can go. And here's an interesting thing about this game that in terms of the things that people complain about, and I pointed this out in the video I just posted, but you can't shoot while you jump in this game, and that's some bullshit, and nobody ever mentioned. Like, people may have like a laundry list of complaints about this game, and they're never like, but you can't shoot while you're jumping, which is some total bullshit. The rowboat is also some total bullshit, as you're finding out right now. Like that fucking bird, like what were you supposed to do there? You just have to take the hit.
I mean, basically you just have to kind of dodge, right?
Kinda, but like you can't. I mean, that is one of the stats, right? Some of the counselors can row faster than the others.
Okay, so let's see. If I go this way and then turn here, and then I want to go down, I think, right? Yeah, I want to go this way.
So the trick to the map, and you might have figured this out already, but left is clockwise, right is counterclockwise.
Yeah, I know it's something like that. How do I use the healing stuff?
It automatically uses when you run out of life.
Oh, okay.
It's like a fairy.
Past that one, and then it should be this one.
Oh, you got the machete. That's a good weapon. Not the best weapon, but that's a good weapon. After you kill a certain number of zombies, you get the machete, as you just did.
What's she got? She got a rock or something?
She's got nothing. You don't want to trade places with her.
Okay. Well, maybe I don't want that. You don't want that rock?
No, you don't. You want that machete that you have. There's only two weapons better than the machete.
Okay, that's the fucking weapon she has. Oh no!
Yeah.
Bring it, sucker.
So down left or down right will dodge when he comes down at you.
Yeah. I get on my little max shit. I got killed.
Yeah. It's kind of bullshit that just down doesn't do it, because this game would be a little bit easier if just hitting down fucking dodged instead of having to hit
should be able
down,
to hold up,
down,
put
left.
your fists in front of your face. Right?
Right.
Left
Well, you'd hold down
dodge,
to block.
down to duck. Yeah.
Down twice. Down, double tap. Down blocks and then double down ducks. But who ducks and punch out? You never.
Right. You side to side.
Mm-hmm. But
Well,
it does make a fun noise when you duck and punch out.
It's true.
It makes like a shunk like noise when you, which is really weird. It's a weird sound effect.
If you wait till the 8th frame of his uppercut, you do 5 points of damage.
Hey, it's Morbid Coffee.
It's me.
How you doing, buddy?
Hi.
And you are back to the fucking rock again, my friend, and that is not good news for you.
I also linked a song for you in Discord, Joe, that's probably lazier than the Friday the 13th music.
Honestly, you know the thing I hate the most about this game?
What's that?
Is that because because the children and the counselors are almost always in danger, it is constantly going. Burr, 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 burr.
Yes.
It's just like when you're low in health in Zelda and then you intentionally kill yourself because you just don't fucking want to listen to the goddamn sound anymore of the beeping heart.
Well, I'll once you fail this run, I'll give you the hot tip on like how the hot strats on how to.
Laura's not much of a jumper, is she?
No, she's not. Paul and Chrissy are the only counselors worth of shit.
Are they the only ones that can jump?
They're the ones that are like fastest and can jump the highest and have like the most stamina.
Let me tell you about my jumps.
Are they the highest?
Tell me.
They're the highest.
Can you do the Fallsbury flop?
I can slam dunk.
Can you Fallsbury flop over a zombie?
Yeah.
Alright, actually, I'm just going to reset this, and then you can give me some tips now that we've talked about it some. Let's reset.
Alright, so here's the deal. I'm going to give you some steps to take to get the best weapon right away.
Okay.
Because you can get the best weapon before Jason makes it to the kids the first time, and that really helps.
Do I want Chrissy then?
You want to take Chrissy from the beginning.
Okay.
Or Paul, but Paul rows a little faster than Chrissy, but Chrissy, I think, jumps a little higher than Paul. or something like that, like marginally. I go with Chrissy. Chrissy's
Yeah, she also, I think she throws the weapon faster than something like that.
Oh, that might be it. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to go to the map,
Okay.
and
Where am I going?
you're gonna go to the. Okay, so you see that you're on the inside path, right? That's where you want to
Mhm.
be.
Okay.
You see the big cabin in the upper left of the big path that you're on?
The upper left. Oh yeah, the up by the trees.
Yes, that big cabin.
That's where I wanna
That's where
go.
you're going. Make sure you get the knife before you go there,
Okay.
and pick up a key whenever if you find one, because you're gonna
Okay.
need a key.
I get all that shit by killing zombies, right?
Right. So after you kill a certain number of zombies, the lighter appears. When the lighter appears, that means that now they'll start drop. Now stuff will start to drop. And I'm sorry, actually, the lighter appears after you kill a certain number of zombies. Now just jumping around like an idiot makes stuff appear on the path.
Okay.
So you have to
yeah.
start bouncing around like a dipshit, and stuff will start appearing. Any health items you want to grab, and you need to grab the knife.
Okay. Well, he's attacking the counselor, but I guess I don't give a shit about that, right?
You don't care. Is it Paul? If it's Paul, then you're worried. If it's not Paul, no one gives a
Is
shit.
there a way I can tell?
I think you can go to the map screen and it'll tell you who's
It's not showing anything here. Unless you know, I guess, unless you know what cabin he's in.
Right, you have to know a cabin.
So do I need anything
can
else? I
check
need a
that when you
key,
start.
right?
You will no, you don't need a key yet. You can
Okay.
just go in there.
This is the right one. Yep. Okay. What do I want to do in here?
So, you're gonna walk. You're gonna walk in, and you're gonna walk up, and then turn right.
Hang on a second. All right. Let me get back to the door. All right. I want to walk up.
Yeah, you want to walk up one, not into that second room, and
Where
then
this
turn
note
to
is?
your right. Yes, and then take the note. The note will tell you to go into the woods.
Okay. Let's see if I can find my way back out of here.
Okay, so now you're gonna do what the note said, and you're gonna go into the woods.
Does it matter which woods?
The upper woods.
Okay. Does it matter which path I use?
Yes, I would take the first, like from where you are.
The one that's closest
you
to
go-
me?
the one that's closest to you.
Okay. Sorry, counselor, you're gonna die. There's nothing that can be done about that.
So that's actually going to be part of the strategy anyways, so it doesn't matter. I think you're in the wrong way to get into the woods.
Am I? Oh, yeah, I am.
Yes. Left is clockwise, right is
Yeah.
counterclockwise.
It's this fucking siren.
Yeah, it's really annoying. But fortunately, you'll get to a point where you won't, you may not hear it a ton.
Am I gonna get all the other counselors killed?
You just walked past the entrance to the woods.
Oh. Oh, no, this is the lake.
But you
I
got a
walked
key.
Way past.
Yep. The map looks bigger than it is when you're
Yeah,
actually.
it doesn't take
like,
very long
walking
to go
around
around.
the world.
Like I said, I don't know if I could tell you the last time I played this game. It was like on a Friday the 13th, like 8 years ago or something.
Makes sense.
Because that was when I got the... Or no, actually it was... Oh, no, I'm conflating two different things. Because I played...
Now you just passed the path
yeah,
to the
I
woods
passed it
again.
It's down. Here we go. Alright, what do I want to do in the woods?
All right, you're gonna go to the right and then go up. You can't see the map. You're just gonna have to trust me on this.
First up,
Yep, first up,
then...
and then to the right and up again. I believe, which should take you into like a room.
Nope.
Shit, I fucked that up. Go back the way you came.
Oh, I'm out.
Back up.
What? Where am I? Oh, I'm on the other side now. Shit.
That's fine. Go back in.
Oh. I'm running out of children.
That's fine. He kills 5 at a time, so you're okay.
He just killed 10.
No, that's a timer.
Oh, that's the timer. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, go right and then go. I think it's going to be the second.
You're a little
I'm actually
behind me,
looking it up
so
now. Yeah, I know.
I'm just
I might have to
wandering
have you
around.
get out of the woods and go back in again.
I'm back on the other side again.
Okay. Go back in the woods and just kill some shit, but don't actually, like, go anywhere. Just sort of hang out while I remind myself of exactly... I thought I remembered exactly where to go, but
I mean, I did pretty much everything there is to do in this game. I fought Jason.
Well, you can kill...
The other thing I didn't do was fight Jason's mom, right?
Right, you can fight Pamela. Okay. Alright. I'm sorry, so if you go in from the south... I'm sorry, you go left up.
Alright, should I just, like, wrap back around, then?
Sorry, you're in the north? Is that the north entrance
Yeah,
to the
I'm on
woods?
the north
Oh, I
entrance.
can tell you... No, sorry. From the north entrance, go right, down, right, up.
Okay. Right. Right down first?
Yep.
Down. Right.
Yep.
Up.
Yep. Then you should be in a room.
Nope.
Like a cabin type... No?
Nope.
Oh, Jesus. That's because, you know, that was my fault.
You're the worst navigator.
I am. I am the worst navigator.
If you were the star of The Last Navigator, that movie would have been 5 minutes long.
Yep. Alright, so now you have to find your way out again. I'm sorry about that. I was looking at the fucking... I was looking at the lower woods. Unless you happen to find yourself in a room, in which case, then you want to stay in that room.
And never come out, because Jason can't get you in there. I made it!
It's true, but time doesn't pass in there either.
Alright, what do I want to do in this room?
Alright, so go in through the door.
Okay. Oh, I went out through the door. Okay, then what?
And
Is there
then
something in here?
go, yeah, you're looking for another note. So go into the door, and I think you just go up and turn around, and there's a note. Let's see.
Boo, boo. I don't see any notes.
East hidden cabin in the upper woods, right? Oh, there are 2 hidden cabins in the upper woods, so you might be in the wrong one. Fuck's sake. Alright, hang on. I can get you exactly where you're going. Let me know once you're out. Let me know once
You
you're
may
out.
get
the
out of
door.
here then?
Yeah, go out the door. It's left, up, up. Is
From
where
this
you're
cabin?
going. From that cabin.
Why don't I trust you?
You should trust me this time.
Are you secretly Jason? Is your method of killing me
Yes.
just making me play Friday the 13th until I waste away?
Yes.
Alright, so where do I want to go? I exited the
Left.
cabin. Left?
Left, up,
Left, up, first up.
then left, up, and then up again.
Okay, I'm in another one of those places.
Yep. So go in the door, and again, I
Okay,
think you
found
just
it.
yep. And then it should say fire will harm Jason the most or something like that, right?
Yep. Fire will damage Jason the most.
So now you're gonna go back to that big cabin on the lake.
The one with the kids?
That you were the one. No, the one where you found the first note.
Oh, okay. If I can find my way out of this fucking cabin.
I believe in you. You can navigate your way out of this cabin.
I can't. It's an impassable labyrinth. David Bowie's gonna show up pretty soon, and his goblin army is gonna start mocking me in song.
Yeah, and he'll have a giant codpiece.
What are the balls?
I don't remember what they're called, but he'll have a guy standing behind him, pushing his arm next to his waist, juggling those.
There's the door. Oh, there's an axe here or something.
An axe, huh?
Yeah.
I can't see what you're seeing, so... Oh, take it.
Is that a good weapon?
Yeah.
Is that... Oh,
It's
there's a
not as-
wolf! Shit. Whoa,
Yeah.
fuck. This dude's a fucking nightmare. What's
So
better,
that-
the axe or the machete?
The axe is slightly better than the machete, but the torch is better than either of them, so... That's what we're going for. The torch will do...
Is there an easier way to get out of the woods? Never mind, I'm out. Okay, so I want to
I
go
was
back to
gonna
the big cabin on the woods.
Yep. Did you come out the south exit or the north exit?
Yeah, I guess I don't understand why the map works like backwards of the way that the like intuitively you should move to the right to move to the right on the map and vice versa.
The map is a circle.
I guess.
So if you're at the top, you
Yeah, I
it
know what
has
you're
to be
saying.
wrong on one side, you know.
Okay.
So you definitely don't want to grab the knife again, do you? Because you lose your weapon and it's like a downgrade. You
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Oh, going the wrong way. Actually, what they could have solved that by just putting like a compass on the screen someplace that told you
Yeah, they could have.
which direction you were traveling. I mean, it's really not a big deal because you could just look at the map.
Right.
So what I want to do once I'm back in this cabin,
Go up and then turn around and go back out. And when you go out, then a torch will appear on the floor when you're right before you get to the door.
okay, I fucked up already. I'm stuck in this cabin again.
You're like getting lost in these cabins by just like going all the way into them for some reason, even though you don't have to do that.
Trapped in this oubliette. Did MC Escher fucking design these cabins?
Jesus Christ, dude.
What?
It's not that hard.
I mean, they don't make any sense. Alright, I got the torch, now what?
Okay. Now you're gonna... Now you wait for Jason to show up somewhere and then you go fight him.
Okay. Did you ever play the Halloween game? Whoa, he showed up here. Should I try and kill him here?
Yes,
Or?
yes, fuck him up. He's probably going to leave after you hit him a certain number of times, because there's still a counselor. There's 3 counselors left alive.
Oh yeah. Does that damage carry
Yeah.
over, or am I just
It does.
fucked now?
Yeah, no, the damage carries over.
Okay.
So what you want to do now, actually,
Let's
if
find
you're
some
trying
more
to, if
health
you want to,
items.
well, you can do that, but also you want all the other counselors except Paul to die.
Okay.
So Chrissy and Paul.
Which
you
one's
want
Paul?
Chrissy and Paul to be alive. Well, if you go to change counselors, you'll know. It'll tell you. He's the white blonde-haired guy in the middle of the
Okay.
dudes row. But if you go into cabins, you can change counselors, and
Right.
basically you
But you don't
just
know
want
where they
to
are
switch
unless
to
Jason's
the
attacking
other
them, right?
ones and let them die. Like take damage until they die on purpose.
Is there a way to tell where they are?
When you go into the cabin and choose to change, it'll show you which cabin they're in. Like you can leave her in any cabin. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like so you can go into an empty cabin and then choose change, and it'll let you switch to a different counselor.
Alright. Alright, Laura, you're up. If I can find my way out of this cabin.
It's like hit right twice to turn around and go out the door.
No, she wasn't right by the door, though.
So yeah, you just basically want to take hits and die, because the deal is that Jason will run away after you hit him a certain number of times until it's either nighttime or until you only have 1 or 2 counselors left.
Well, I can definitely
So-
die.
So basically what you're trying to do at this point is create the situation where he won't run away when you fight him.
Ah, I see. Oh, no.
So you can kill him all the way, because the torch and the pitchfork both do 1 whole stick of damage to Jason per hit.
Mm-hmm. So who do I want to keep alive?
Mark and Chrissy you want to keep alive.
Right. Sorry, Paul. Well, this is happening. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yep, this is excellent television, but
I unmuted my mic to say I forgive him for killing me.
Sorry.
It's the only way he's going to win the basketball game on the 14th.
Alright, Paul is dead.
Oh.
So now what do I do?
Now you should go back to Chrissy, because she's got the good weapon and all the health pickups.
I don't know if I have many left, honestly.
I feel like you grabbed like 5 of them.
I
You
had
should have
6,
some left.
but I think I burned a bunch of them. Alright,
Well,
so
maybe
Jason's
you-
gonna show up at the children's cabin. Do I want to go there?
You're gonna have to, because if he kills all the kids, you lose. So, and you only have 5 left. So yeah, you have to go stop him from doing that.
Oh, don't grab that knife.
Now, do not grab that knife. Yeah. So you have to get on the stupid fucking rowboat.
I'm gonna die on the rowboat.
Well, how many health? Oh, you can't see.
I
it.
can't tell unless I'm in a cabin.
Good.
Oh no! He showed up. Oh no! Oh god.
He showed up in the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an asshole like that.
I have to go to the right. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Alright, is he gonna show up here or?
Yeah, he should. He's still in there with the kids. So even though he came out to fuck you up. So yeah, so basically now you just have to fight him so you have to kill him. You have to defeat him 3 times.
Okay. Here's a pro tip. That's not gonna happen.
Well, we'll see if you can get him at least once.
Got him. Oh no, he got me. I'm dead. Well, that's Friday the 13th. I did what you're supposed to do in Friday the 13th. I got killed by Jason.
That's true.
Um,
You could try it with Mark. You can get the torch again. You do the exact same steps to get the torch again with Mark. It works for everybody.
I think we'll probably talk to you tomorrow. We're playing something other than Friday the 13th. Actually, I might be playing. I downloaded an ISO of Silent Hill Shattered Memories for PlayStation 2. I only own the Wii version.
That came out on PlayStation.
Yeah,
2.
it came out on PS2 and PSP, but apparently I think those two versions are pretty expensive because they were pretty limited run. But if I'm going to play it via an emulator, which is the only way I could stream it, the PlayStation 2 version is just easier for me to do because I don't have to do any fucking around to get a Wiimote set up. And also, I'd rather play it with a PS2 controller style with 2 sticks rather than a Wiimote. Although the Wiimote does do some pretty cool stuff in that game, which I'll talk about tomorrow or whenever I get around to streaming it. So.
Oh, hey, those were in April 2014. It appeared on the PlayStation Network in Europe. So.
Oh, is it? Okay, so you can just play it.
So
Is it the PSP version or probably the PSP version, right?
Could be either, because both of those things are.
You should play that game. That game's fantastic. I mean, you could just play the Wii version too, which is.
The Wii version is more expensive than you would think. It's probably cheaper to get it on the European PlayStation Store.
Anyway, like I said, I'll be back with this. Actually, we'll be back in like 2 minutes with something else here.
That's right.
But that's 31-ish days of horror. Friday the 13th. It's pretty scary. Don't be in a sleeping bag on Friday the 13th if you can help it.
No, really don't.
That's my advice. Don't play this game if you can help it either. It isn't horrible, but it's not very good either. Of the NES games based on horror franchises, I would say probably probably Nightmare on Elm Street is probably actually the best. Like, it's a totally competent platformer. This is a weird game. It's interesting, but it's weird and interesting more than it is fun to play. Like, it kind of reminds me of like a Die Hard, or it's weird and that's cool, but it's not really very good. Jaws is terrible, although the the boat from the NES game Jaws was a great joke that EGM had running for a long time, which is really great. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? There was Halloween game,
I was actually
going to
say
like a
that
Commodore
was in the
64
2600.
game.
2600, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was actually going to say
Am I missing
that,
something?
Gremlins 2, if you
Oh,
can,
yeah,
if, you,
Gremlins
that,
2
if that
is pretty
counts.
good. Yeah.
It's a Sunsoft game. It's
Yep,
pretty
that's
good.
on my list of things that I want to play at some point. But yeah, Gremlins 2 is actually pretty good too. Anyway, we'll be back in a couple minutes actually.
All right.
Bye.